Gentlemen, let me ask you something that many men over 60 quietly wonder, but rarely put into words. Do you ever wake up and feel like your strength is slipping away? Like your energy fades before the day even begins, leaving you struggling to do what once came easily? Have you noticed that during moments of intimacy, your confidence and performance aren't as steady as they used to be? That spark you once took for granted now flickers faintly? Or perhaps you've started avoiding closeness altogether, afraid of disappointment, afraid of losing that tender connection that used to feel effortless and natural. If any of this sounds familiar, I want you to stay with me for a few moments. What you're feeling isn't an irreversible part of aging. It's not a sign that your best years are behind you. It's your body sending you a quiet message, a signal that something deep inside needs attention, needs care, needs to awaken again. And believe it or not, that revival can begin with something as simple as a 1-minute massage in a specific spot, a place most men have never been told about. Just 60 seconds a day can help reignite blood flow, awaken nerves, boost nitric oxide, and restore your natural vitality, safely, gently, and without pills or complicated procedures. I've seen this transformation countless times. Men who once felt defeated, convinced that aging had stolen their masculinity, suddenly found themselves waking with renewed energy, clarity, and power. Their confidence returned. Their relationships deepened. And the most beautiful part? It came not from a drug, but from their own hands, their own body, and the consistency of giving themselves one simple daily act of care. Now, for those of you who don't know me, my name is Dr. Sophia, and I'm a board-certified urologist with over 20 years of experience helping men restore their health, confidence, and intimate performance. What I'm about to share with you isn't hype or guesswork. It's grounded in medical science and decades of practice. The truth is, most men don't lose function just because they get older. They lose it because blood flow slows, nerves become compressed, and the muscles that once supported vitality become tight, weak, and neglected. Here's the hopeful part. Your body already has a built-in reset switch. By learning how to stimulate a small, overlooked area, you can bring back natural responsiveness and restore energy in ways most men never even hear about. So keep listening, because in the next few minutes, I'll show you exactly where this spot is, how to work on it properly, and why just one mindful minute each day can change the way you feel about yourself and your life forever. Let's be honest, gentlemen. After 60, things do begin to change. What once felt effortless now seems to take focus. Blood flow weakens. Sensation dulls. Confidence slips away. Too often, men shrug and say, "Well, that's just getting old." But that's not the whole story. I see men every week, men in their 60s, 70s, and beyond, who walk into my clinic embarrassed, frustrated, even hopeless. They whisper, "Doc, I thought this was just normal aging, but it's starting to affect how I see myself." And I always tell them, no, this isn't just age. It's about what's happening deep inside your pelvic floor muscles. These muscles are fascinating. They control urination, erections, and are meant to be strong, flexible, and responsive. But years of sitting, stress, and hormonal shifts turn them into a paradox, both tight and weak at the same time. Picture a rubber band that's been stretched too long, tense on the surface, but without any real strength or snap left. That tension strangles blood flow, compresses nerves, and slowly steals away the natural responsiveness men rely on. But here's the truth. This can be reversed. It's not a one-way decline. The solution is already built into your body. It's just waiting for you to use it. Once you learn to release that tension and restore circulation, change can happen faster than you imagine. Think about it. Decades spent sitting on office chairs, car seats, or couches pressed down on the pelvic floor every single day, weakening it little by little. Add the constant grip of stress, the body stuck in fight or flight mode, and your muscles begin to tighten like a fist that never relaxes. Then, as testosterone naturally dips with age, everything compounds. Energy drops, circulation slows, and vitality fades. I'll never forget one of my patients, Robert, 68 years old. He walked into my office looking defeated, convinced that he'd lost his spark forever. But when I explained what was actually happening in his body, something changed. His shoulders lifted. His eyes brightened. Because knowledge brings power, and power restores hope. Science shows that by the age of 70, nearly 70% of men experience some form of pelvic floor dysfunction, yet most have no idea it's happening. They just assume it's normal aging. But it's not. It's fixable. And it starts with rediscovering one simple, powerful area that almost no one talks about. This brings us to the part most men overlook, a place that might just hold the secret to restoring vitality. It's called the perineum, sometimes referred to as the million-dollar point. Picture the space between the scrotum and the anus right in the middle. Not exactly dinner table conversation, I know, but anatomically, it's one of the most important hubs in a man's body. Major blood vessels that feed the penis run through it. Key nerves responsible for sensation and pleasure pass across it. The root of the penis is anchored there, and it's directly connected to the prostate. When this area becomes tight or stagnant, circulation slows, signals misfire, and everything downstream begins to weaken. But when you learn how to stimulate it properly, gently, with awareness, it's like releasing a blocked dam. Energy and blood start flowing freely again, revitalizing not just your performance, but your entire sense of vitality. So stay with me, gentlemen. Because what you'll discover next isn't just about restoring physical function. It's about reclaiming the confidence, strength, and joy that aging was never meant to take away from you. Fresh blood begins to surge back through the body, like a river breaking free after a long drought. Nerves begin to decompress, and the body slowly remembers how it's meant to function, effortlessly, naturally, powerfully. I once had a patient tell me, "Doctor, 1 week of focusing on this one spot did more for me than years of trying everything else." And he wasn't exaggerating. He wasn't alone either. Physical therapists use this very technique for pelvic floor rehabilitation. Urologists quietly recommend it for prostate health. Even modern clinical studies now confirm what ancient medicine has whispered for centuries. This point truly works. Here's the remarkable truth most men never hear. Finding the spot is simple. Once you understand where it is and how to approach it safely, you'll see why I call it one of the most overlooked keys to male vitality. But knowing where it is, that's only half of the journey. What truly changes your life is how you touch it, how you connect with it, and why even one mindful minute a day can completely reawaken your body's natural rhythm. So let's dive into what's actually happening inside your body when you massage this point. I like to explain it simply because you don't need a medical degree to understand how powerfully this works. Imagine it as a pump. With each gentle press and release, you're pushing out stagnant, oxygen-poor blood and drawing in fresh, nutrient-rich blood. It's a cycle of renewal, just like an athlete flushing out lactic acid after an intense workout to recover faster. The more you practice it, the more vibrant your circulation becomes, feeding energy back into the system that fuels your vitality and confidence. Then there are the nerves, tiny, sensitive communication lines that carry the signals of pleasure, performance, and sensation. Over the years, stress, poor posture, and tight muscles begin to pinch and squeeze these nerves, distorting the messages they send. It's like listening to your favorite song through a radio full of static. The tune is still there, but you can't feel it the same way. Gentle, consistent massage clears that static. The messages start to travel again, clear, strong, alive. Now, let's talk about the prostate connection. The spot you're stimulating sits directly beneath the prostate, one of the most vital organs for male health. When you increase blood flow in this area, you're indirectly nourishing the prostate itself. You're helping it detoxify, reducing inflammation, and supporting natural hormone balance. Many men tell me they notice fewer urinary problems, a stronger stream, and less nighttime urgency after just a few days of practice. It's like giving the body permission to heal, to regulate, to function as it was designed to. And there's one more beautiful effect, the nervous system reset. This simple massage triggers your parasympathetic nervous system, the rest and digest mode that's the complete opposite of stress. As cortisol levels drop, your body relaxes, your heart rate stabilizes, and your mind clears. You become more grounded, more present, more alive. No pill can achieve all of this at once. Yet here you are, able to create that change with nothing but your own hands and one mindful minute a day. 1 minute, that's all it takes. 1 minute to improve blood flow, to decompress nerves, to melt away tension and reawaken the body's natural responses. But remember, science is only powerful when applied with care and intention. So now, let's talk about how to do it safely and effectively, because the how makes all the difference. The way you use your fingers, the pressure you apply, and the rhythm of your motion determine whether this becomes a life-changing ritual or just another forgotten tip. Start by finding a comfortable position. You can sit at the edge of a chair or lie down on your back with your knees slightly bent. This position relaxes your lower back and makes the area easier to access. Use your index and middle fingers and gently locate the midpoint between your scrotum and anus. You'll notice a slightly softer, tender area. That's the spot. Apply pressure as if testing a ripe tomato, firm enough to make contact, but gentle enough to avoid pain. Remember, this tissue is delicate and responds best to steady, respectful touch. You can explore different techniques. Try small circular motions for 30 seconds clockwise, then reverse direction for another 30 seconds. Or press and release gently, 5 seconds down, 5 seconds up. Some men prefer a soft pulsing rhythm, almost like the slow beating of a heart. The exact method doesn't matter as much as consistency. Don't rush. Don't push too hard. The biggest mistake I see is men trying to force results with deep pressure, as if they're performing a muscle workout. This isn't about strength. It's about precision, intention, and connection. Think of it like playing a musical instrument. The beauty comes from sensitivity, not force. With deliberate, patient practice, your body will begin to remember. One of my patients told me, "It felt strange at first, but after a week, everything just started to work again." That's exactly how it happens. As you continue, blood flow improves, nerves awaken, and tension melts away. No equipment, no pills, no complicated routines, just your hands, your breath, and 1 minute a day. Now, let's talk about something most men overlook: the use of oil. This is not just for comfort, it's part of the therapy. The right oil doesn't just make the massage smoother. It enhances circulation, reduces inflammation, and supports hormone balance. In other words, it amplifies your results. Let's begin with castor oil. Used for centuries and now backed by science, castor oil contains ricinoleic acid, a natural anti-inflammatory that penetrates deeply through the skin. When combined with massage, it not only relaxes tissue but also boosts microcirculation. Many men describe feeling a gentle warmth afterward, a sign that the blood flow has come alive again. Next, virgin coconut oil. Perfect for sensitive skin. It absorbs quickly, carries antibacterial properties, and even supports hormonal health. Plus, it has a clean, natural scent that makes the experience more pleasant. Sometimes, the simplest solutions truly are the most effective. For those who like something a bit more luxurious, black seed oil is an incredible option. It's rich in thymoquinone, a compound known to improve circulation and naturally support testosterone production. It's more expensive, yes, but many men find it worth every drop because of how revitalized they feel afterward. You can even create your own custom circulation blend. Start with castor and coconut oils as your base, then add a few drops of essential oils. Peppermint to stimulate blood flow, rosemary for vitality, and sandalwood to nurture reproductive health and calm the mind. But remember, essential oils are potent. Use no more than 3 or 4 drops per ounce of carrier oil. Your choice depends on your body, your budget, and your preference. But never underestimate the role of the oil. It's not just an accessory. The massage awakens the system mechanically, and the oil supports it chemically. Together, they create what I call real transformation. And there's still one more secret, one more piece that can make all the difference in your results. It's something most men completely overlook, even after they've learned everything else. I'm talking about timing, the exact moment of day when your body is most open to this kind of healing. When it comes to this powerful practice, when you do it is just as important as how you do it. Timing, believe it or not, can make all the difference between modest results and a complete transformation. So, when is the best time to practice this 1-minute massage? The answer is simple. Do it first thing in the morning and again before bed. These 2 moments bookend your day perfectly, amplifying the physiological and emotional benefits in ways most people never expect. In the morning, this practice becomes a spark, awakening your body, stimulating blood flow, and increasing oxygen delivery to every cell. You're not just energizing your body, you're charging your entire system with focus, clarity, and quiet strength. Men who begin their day this way often describe feeling more alive, more balanced, and more in control of their emotions, ready to face the world with renewed confidence and calm. At night, the same practice takes on a different role. It becomes a signal to your nervous system that it's time to unwind. The gentle rhythm of touch soothes your body, slows your breathing, and shifts you into your parasympathetic, rest and restore mode. As tension fades, your sleep deepens, allowing your body to repair, regenerate, and reset. Many men find that after just a few nights, they're sleeping soundly again, waking refreshed, not restless. Consistency, not intensity, is the true secret here. You don't need to push harder or longer. What matters is showing up every day. Even 1 minute, 60 seconds of mindful touch, done consistently, creates cumulative, life-changing results. I had one patient who started with just 30 seconds a day. At first, he doubted it could make a difference, but within a few weeks, he noticed more energy, better control, and a lighter mood. The body thrives on rhythm, and this small daily habit became his key to lasting improvement. Of course, there are common mistakes to avoid. Rushing through the motion, using too much pressure, or neglecting proper form can reduce the effectiveness of the routine. This is not a race. The goal is to connect with your body, not conquer it. The slower and more intentional you are, the more deeply your body responds. What's truly surprising is how far the benefits of this simple 1-minute practice reach. Yes, it boosts circulation and restores performance, but the ripple effects extend far beyond that. Many men report improved bladder control, an often overlooked benefit that profoundly affects daily comfort and confidence. Others notice relief from chronic hip and back tension, finding themselves walking taller, sitting easier, and moving with more freedom. Athletes and active men love it too, because improved blood flow means faster muscle recovery and greater endurance. Your body becomes more responsive, flexible, and resilient, not just physically, but mentally. Because when the body moves freely, the mind follows. Speaking of the mind, the impact on mental well-being is extraordinary. As circulation improves, so does blood flow to the brain. mental fog begins to lift, and a sharper, clearer focus takes its place. You'll notice yourself feeling lighter, calmer, more capable of handling daily challenges. Stress hormones like cortisol decrease naturally, replaced by a quiet sense of balance and confidence. This is not just about physical health, it's about reclaiming peace of mind. Over time, these small daily victories add up. The cumulative effects build a foundation of self-esteem, strength, and resilience. You start to trust your body again, and that trust changes everything. Combining this 1-minute practice with other healthy habits like hydration, gentle stretching, or mindful breathing multiplies the results, creating a synergy that touches every part of your life. Think of it as a tiny investment of your time that delivers massive returns in vitality, comfort, and emotional well-being. So, embrace this simple yet profound daily ritual. Let it become a moment of care, a quiet conversation between you and your body. Remember, gentlemen, decline after 60 is not a life sentence. Your body isn't broken. It hasn't forgotten how to thrive. It just needs a gentle reminder. And that reminder can be as simple as 1 minute a day. 1 minute to restore healthy circulation. 1 minute to ease tension. 1 minute to support your prostate, balance your hormones, and rebuild the confidence you thought was gone forever. I've seen it happen in my clinic countless times. I've heard the same joy in the voices of men who thought their best years were over until they realized the power of one small, consistent habit. And I promise you, it works when you stay committed. So, here's my challenge to you. Start today. Just 1 minute a day for the next 30 days. Then, take note of how your body feels, how your energy changes, how your confidence grows. If you're ready to give it a try, type yes in the comments below. And if you have questions about men's health, about this technique, or about how to optimize your results, leave them there too. I'll be reading them personally, and I'd love to guide you further. And please remember this, taking care of your health is not selfish. It's one of the greatest acts of love you can offer to yourself, your partner, and your future. You deserve to feel strong, connected, and fully alive, no matter your age. Don't go anywhere yet. In my next video, I'm going to show you a few simple habits you can combine with this 1-minute routine to multiply your results even faster. Trust me, you don't want to miss this. So hit that subscribe button, tap the notification bell, and share this message with a friend who might need it too. Because your best years aren't behind you. They're right in front of you. And they can begin with something as small and as powerful as 1 mindful minute a day.